Today, we are focusing on Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea from 26 to 36 AD. Appointed by Emperor Tiberius Caesar, Pilate's overarching aim was to maintain law and order and keep the troublesome Jews firmly under the Romans' control. On that Friday morning, the Roman governor was hastily called from his bedchamber to deal with Jesus of Nazareth. Determining to handle the matter quickly, Pilate faced a situation unlike he had encountered before. Ellen White, in Desire of Ages, described Pilate's initial impression of Jesus. He had had to deal with all kinds of criminals, but never before had a man bearing a mark of such goodness and nobility be brought before him. On his face, he saw no sign of guilt, no expression of fear, no boldness of defiance. You cannot find yourself in the presence of Jesus and not notice him. 3 times, Pilate was convinced of Jesus' innocence. Number 1, after daybreak on Friday morning, Pilate declared, "I found no fault in this man." And when Jesus returned from Herod, Pilate affirmed, "Indeed, nothing deserving of death has been done by this man." And when the crowd shouted, "Crucify him," Pilate stated again, "I have found no reason for death in him." Pilate knew Jesus was innocent, but the crowd demanded his crucifixion. He faced a critical choice: release Jesus because he was an innocent. On one side, the crowd is demanding that an innocent man be crucified. Trying to, please both the crowd and his own conscience, Pilate attempted the impossible, avoiding sentencing Jesus while also avoiding exonerating him. He employed 4 strategies to walk the fine line on making a choice on one side. First, he transferred responsibility to Herod, thinking that Herod will make the decision for him. Jesus came back. Second, he, adopted a half-measured solution, suggesting we should chastise Jesus and then release him, hoping the crowd will be satisfied. And the crowd was not having it. He offered clemency instead of justice. He proposed releasing Barabbas, a known criminal, instead of Jesus, hoping that the crowd would choose Barabbas, but it didn't work that way. Then finally, he protested his own innocence, washing his hand before the crowd, declaring himself innocent of Jesus' blood, and yet handing him over to be crucified. Pilate compromised because he was swayed by the voices of the crowd, by the demands of the crowd, by the will of the crowd. Pilate had the truth standing right in front of him, yet allowing the mob to bully him in sentencing Jesus to death anyway. Friends, Pilate's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of standing firm in the truth, even when pressured by others. Let us not compromise our conviction, but instead have the courage to do what is right. And that is the nugget. Thank you for studying. I will see you tomorrow.